Welcome to Python Programming Language video tutorials by Talentshine India Private Limited. I am your host Babu sir, Technical, Quant, Logical Reasoning China. In this tutorial, I would like to discuss dictionary data structure. It is a built-in data structure. Now, I would like to cover two concepts in this tutorial. So the one is introduction to dictionary data structure, and second one is creating an empty dictionary. Without wasting much time, let's start and discuss about the introduction to dictionary data structure first. So let us go back to my Paint and let us write it over here, a dictionary. So what is a dictionary? In simple terms, a dictionary is a collection of key value pairs. Key value pairs. Or else you may be defined it as mapping between keys and values. Keys and values. Now, what is key over here? So key is a unique identifier. Let me write it here. So key is what? Unique identifier. So try to remember this point. So keys are unique identifiers. So whereas values are any Python objects. Any Python objects. So try to understand these 2 points, right? Now, one more important point related to the keys. So keys are immutable objects. Try to understand this point. So immutable objects. So what is meant by immutability? So once you created a key which cannot be modified. So keys are immutable objects, whereas values are mutable objects. Mutable objects, which means what? We can modify it. Whereas keys we cannot modify once we created. I hope you could understand what is the difference between immutability and mutability over here. So, and the next one is one important point here in dictionary. So in dictionary, we don't have index concept. Index concept is not allowed. Index concept. Index concept is not allowed, which means not there in this dictionary. So, but here keys will be acting as index. Keys will be acting as index. So try to understand what I have conveyed here. Now, one more important point related to the dictionary, that is duplicate keys. Duplicate keys are not allowed. Duplicate keys are not allowed. I will give you an example for this in my IDE. So try to understand duplicate keys are not allowed. So I hope you could understand what I have conveyed here. Right? Now, when coming to the mapping between keys and values, we can call it as a dictionary, as we discussed already, right? So try to remember one more point here. Every key has to be mapped with what? Every key has to be mapped with value. Map with value. Now, one more important point. So that is, so each key value pair, each key value pair, each key value pair separated by what? Separated by, so try to remember the symbol that is colon. Try to remember the symbol that is colon. Now, so multiple key value pairs, multiple key value pairs. multiple key value pairs separated by what? Separated by comma. So try to understand the points which I have covered here. So keys are unique identifiers. Values are what? Any Python objects. You may take it as a list. You may take it as a tuple. You may take it as an integer. You may take it as a string. It is up to you, right? So keys are immutable objects, whereas values are mutable objects. So in the dictionary, index concept is not allowed. It is not there, but keys will be acting as index. So, and one more important point, duplicate keys are not allowed. So every key has to be mapped with a value, and each key value pairs are separated by colon, and multiple key value pairs are separated with what? Comma. Now, how do you represent the dictionary? So to represent the dictionary, we are going to use curly brackets. So try to remember this one. So we are going to use what brackets in order to represent the dictionary? So that is curly brackets. So I hope you could understand what I have conveyed. Let me go back to my IDE and let us write a few examples for the dictionary. So let us take one variable here. And so as I told you, to represent the dictionary, we are going to use curly brackets. Now, inside these curly brackets, we have to write the elements of dictionary. So here elements means the key value pairs. Now, let us write one key. So that is, I'm writing 1 and colon. So let us write 1, right? So here key is ONU1 and number integer value 1 is a value, right? So this is one key value pair. And if you want to write next key value pair, so you have to separate with a comma. But each key and value separated with a colon. Multiple key value pairs are separated with a comma. So let me write here one more key, that is a 2 colon number 2. And let me write one more 3 and let us write 3. So let us write one more key. So that is 4. So colon 4. So this is what the dictionary. Now let me print A. Now you could see the output. Now you may write the same dictionary as like this as well. Let me show you. So you may click enter and you could write the key value pair, comma, and next key value pair you may write in the next line. Next key value pair you may write in the next line. Next key value pair you may write in the next line, right? And then so you may click enter here and then you just try to execute it. So there will be no change you could identify. You will be getting similar output. So I hope you could understand what I have conveyed here. Now let's go back and see one important point I have mentioned here. Duplicate keys are not allowed. Duplicate keys are not allowed. So let us write one duplicate key. Then what will happen? Let us see. So let me erase this. And here I'm going to take, instead of 4, let me take the same 3. And I'm writing here. So you might be writing even 4 also. Now let us see what will happen. Here keys are duplicated, 3 and 3. Then in our output, what will happen? So the latest key value pair, when keys are duplicated, the latest key value pair will be updated here. Now let me execute it. So 3 has been mapped with a 4. It is not with a 3. So latest key value pair will be updated. So keys must be what? Unique. Keys must be unique. If duplicate keys are there, what will happen? In the dictionary, the latest one will be updated. So I hope the idea of the dictionary is clear to everybody. Now, let me explain. So how to create an empty dictionary, right? So to create an empty dictionary, so we are going to use empty curly brackets. Now, let me write here. So A is equal to, so curly brackets, right? Now, let us print A. you will be getting so an empty dictionary. Now, if you want to see what type of data is there in variable A, so as we discussed already, the function which is a type. Let me use a type of A. Now, if you have executed, you could see the dict, right? So if you are using here print method or print function, so prior to type of A, so you will be getting class dict. Now here A is an object. A is an object of dictionary class, dict class. I hope you could understand what I have conveyed. So this is what one way of creating an empty dictionary. Now, can we have any other approaches in order to create an empty dictionary? Now, let me discuss another way in which we are going to create an empty dictionary. So, in the second approach, we are going to use dict constructor. So, this is what a dict constructor. So, using this dict constructor also, so we can create an empty dictionary, right? So I will discuss more about this dict constructor in coming tutorial. So here I'm going to show you how we can create an empty dictionary using this dict constructor, right? Now let me open my IDE, and here I'm writing one variable, so which is equal to, let me write here dict. Now let us print A. Now you could see we will be getting an empty dictionary. So to confirm this, so I'm going to use print of type of A. Now you could see again we got class dict. So we have two methodologies in order to create the dictionary. The first approach over here is, so let us take here curly brackets, empty curly brackets. So if you print A, we are getting what? An empty dictionary. And the second method is what? So using dict constructor. So using this dict constructor also, we can create an empty dictionary. So these are the two different approaches in which one can create an empty dictionary. So I hope you could understand what I have conveyed in this tutorial. So in this tutorial, I have given introduction to dictionary data structure, and we have discussed how to create an empty dictionary using various methods. So one of the method is dict constructor. So if you clearly understood what I have conveyed in this tutorial, please like, share, and subscribe our channel. Thanks for watching.